Welcome to the 2018 Driveys.
Yay! Yeah, recording on February 2nd.
Shut up.
Right at the end of last year.
Happy Ballerina Day.
Is that right?
Why is it Ballerina Day?
It's 2-2.
Oh my god.
Respect.
Wow.
I actually didn't see that anywhere. I thought that today was at work. I'm like, holy shit.
Good job, Brett.
That's
It's also Groundhog Day.
Oh,
It's
Is
also
it?
Groundhog Day.
yeah. What day is it?
It's also Groundhog Day.
Thanks.
It's also
So Groundhog Day.
It's also Groundhog Day.
What day is it?
It's also Groundhog Day.
Wait, what day is it?
Groundhog Day.
I didn't hear.
Can we stop with this bullshit?
It's
and just,
also
like,
Groundhog
Day.
Day.
Alright, can we get to the alright.
All right, but just like we did the last 2 years, we're just gonna go down our list of.
Why do you have a toothbrush in your room?
I've told you this before. It's to clean up the dust of the needle for the record player.
Makes sense. I forgot. I
Yeah.
don't come to your
I was-
house often enough. to
I was
remember
really
remember
fucking
this
worried
thing.
that was gonna go like somewhere weirder.
No.
It's to like it was to
Right.
clean
That's
up
like
the
that's
dust.
like one of the few weird things that's actually reasonable in my room.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Want to eat some Tic Tacs?
You
No, I don't need any more fucking
You-
Tic Tacs.
I will say you have a pretty sick room. I'm not
Thank
gonna
you.
lie.
Actually-
I'm really digging like this whole like shelf area.
Yeah,
All your
just
stuff.
reorganized.
Yeah.
So everything's.
It looks sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
And then you got the pop figures over here. You got your books over here. You got all your frames and stuff. Like it's fucking got a nice ass TV. Like
Yeah.
like goddamn.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
No one compliments me on my TV.
What?
He threw a water bottle, a Gatorade bottle at his TV. You compliment his
Okay, yeah,
fucking
your TV is like on a thing.
Yeah.
His is up on the wall. It's a little
'Cause
bit more
I
impressive.
don't feel like mounting it.
Okay, well, I mean,
It's a lot.
mount it up on a wall and then I'll compliment it.
Fuck you, no.
Okay, then you're not getting a compliment then.
It's like
That's all right.
So like the last 2 years, we saw some movies. We're just gonna list off, best of, worst of, whatever else. Just it's like any other award show. That's about it. 2018 was a year. I think we were talking about what? It wasn't last.
No, it was
No,
last
it was
week.
It was last
It
week.
was last week,
Yeah, we were talking like 2018 wasn't the
Best-
best year ever
it
for
was
us, but
it was a pretty big disappointment.
yeah.
Honestly, I mean, just coming because 2017 was a great year in my opinion.
Mhm.
2016 was the best year.
2016, we talked about this before. 2016 had two really really great
Yeah.
movies with some other good movies.
Yeah.
2017 had like, so okay, if this is the hierarchy, right? It'd be like La La Land, Moonlight, and then like a bunch of other movies down here, right? And then here, like in the middle, there were like more movies. So I think for me, I would say like 2017 was a better year because
Okay,
it had,
I
like,
understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
He's saying it's the difference between two
Yeah.
really high peaks that brought
Yeah.
everything up
Yeah, and
versus
then
just
mediums
good
Yeah.
across
versus
the board.
Yeah, it was more consistent. Like there were a lot more times where like week after week I was like really satisfied with what I watched,
Mhm.
and then like 2016 it was kind of that way too. But like the movies were like they're a little bit like subpar or not subpar, but they were just like a little bit on a level down, right?
Mhm.
And then 2017 was like more of that,
Mhm.
and then here it was
Yeah.
kind of like week after week I was like disappointed to be honest. Yeah,
Okay.
I remember there was like it was like 3 weeks in a row. Oh, God, it was like Mandy, the favorite.
That's on you.
Yeah, it was like no, yeah, that's fair. But it was just like weeks. It was like 3 weeks in a row where I was just like, I hate all these movies,
Mhm.
and I gave them like 4 out of 5 or 4 out of 10 or something.
Mhm.
But yeah,
But we don't give number scores. We give them letters.
yeah,
too,
whatever.
so-
I gave them. I didn't review them in the most positive light. Let me say that. Okay, but yeah, yeah.
Without further ado, we're gonna do it like last time, where we just take turns introducing the category, and then whoever introduces it starts their thing.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're going from the bottom up. So that means I'm starting with honorable mentions.
Yes.
Mhm.
These were movies, and we're gonna go clockwise. So Casey, you'd be next.
Yes.
All right.
Honorable mentions. These are 3 to 5 non-2018 movies that we saw in 2018. So they didn't come out that year, but we saw them in 2018 for the first time.
That we enjoyed.
That we enjoyed, or well, I guess it's honorable mentions, so not dishonorable mentions. But, my 3 would be Better Watch Out for just being a really well-made horror movie.
I agree with that. I enjoyed that one.
Toxic Avenger for just being
Good
outright
shit.
dumb and definitely something I just did not expect.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Martin.
I can agree with that
Yeah,
as well. Good shit.
Yeah, Martin was actually just really good, really rare to see in theaters, and it was just a good movie.
Which is why you should. That was when we.
That was
went
during
to-
Dismember the Alamo, so you wouldn't have.
Oh,
That
okay,
was
all right.
October.
And then is Better Watch Out during Dismember the Alamo too?
Yeah,
No, that was
December.
December. Okay, so
Yeah.
those are okay. All right.
You missed good shit this year.
Yeah, I mean,
It like for real. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I
like,
believe
both of those were actually
Martin.
good.
Martin was that one movie that you were telling me about how like the director was like a dick about it and like
No, the director. The director and I think the producer were because George Romero was the director, Producer was his friend, and they really didn't like each other.
Mhm.
And the producer held the rights to all the movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember like them saying that like you can't say that like
we weren't allowed to say it.
yeah, you weren't allowed to say
Even on the
Oops.
even on the Facebook group that we have, everyone said
Yeah.
like the movies were 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the fifth one they're like mystery movie. You
Yeah,
know, we all
and
know.
they shared it to like this is like a once in a lifetime kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
but
much.
I'm still I don't know. I think I've had my fill of like movie marathons. You know, I
Mm.
mean just like if I don't know. Like I guess I don't. I'm also not into horror that much, so you know.
Wish I was into horror. Oh, got him. But okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my 3. I mean,
Mhm.
besides, like, Better Watch Out was just really well made, period. Like, it really is like a descent into, oh god, why, the entire fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
Martin is kind of this weird vampire flick that, like, is he a vampire, is he
It's
not?
artistic.
It's a very art house movie. Toxic Avenger is anything but I love it.
Yeah.
And it's phenomenal.
Yes.
That's all I got to say about this category for me.
Okay, so is it my?
Yeah, it's
yours.
Okay, so my 4 are Black Klansman, I, Tonya, 8th Grade, and Creed 2. Black Klansman.
Those all came out this year,
Yeah, yeah.
but they all got honorable mentions.
all of
No,
them.
no,
I, Tonya came out last year,
Oh, true.
technically.
That is true.
it
It
came
was-
out 2017.
It's
right?
supposed to be non-2018 movies. Stuff that we saw this year that wasn't
Okay,
from this year. I even wrote that in the thing.
Wait, it was supposed to be non-2018.
Non-2018 movies.
This is like honorable mentions.
Wait.
Honorable mentions of like stuff we enjoyed from previous years that we watched for the first time this past year.
Oh fuck. Okay, all right.
Yeah, like old movies.
I fucked up. Okay, yeah, I fucked
So
up.
are we gonna skip you? Is this a pass?
Non-2018 movies. Okay, yeah, go. Yeah,
Is
skip
it
me.
pass?
Non-2018
Okay.
movies. All right, fuck me. Fuck me. Okay.
See,
all
this
right.
this was the hardest
Listen.
category for me to decide because I did the movie thing like where I watched Criterion shit
Yeah.
and all that
Mhm.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Also, Criterion is a very white person thing, and I realize that now, and I'm sorry. It's white people stuff, but
How's it
Uh,
a white person thing?
it's white people thing.
Aren't there a lot of like? Isn't like a lot of the samurai movies like Criterion Collection?
Yeah, but I'm
But I
talking.
mean, like getting into Criterion.
Oh, okay. I
is the
see.
thing.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
It's a white
I feel
person
it, yeah.
thing.
yeah. There's even
Like you.
Kanane has a joke on it in his first stand-up special where he's like,
God damn it.
never mind. Okay, my 4 are What We Do in the Shadows because I've actually watched
That
that
was
movie
good.
like 5 times since I saw it the first time. And that first
Yeah.
time I watched it, I'm pretty sure I watched it 3 times in just that week. I watched it myself, then I watched it with you two, and I
Yeah.
watched it with girlfriend, and then I showed it to Campbell at the end of the year, and I showed it to someone else in the middle of the year. I love that goddamn movie.
It's a great.
Then
movie.
the other 2, or the other 3, are Seven Samurai, which was Akira Kurosawa's best 4-hour-long samurai epic to the max. Handmaiden, which is a very interesting movie that I would recommend for both of you. It's on Amazon Prime. It's a Korean movie, and that's all I'm going to say. It's a Korean movie, and it's directed by the guy who did Old Boy, which is
Oh hell no! Hell no! Hell no!
Okay, yeah. So it's a good for you. And then the other one is Chinatown, which I'm going to give to you because it's a really good noir movie. And if you want to do movie things, it's a really good. Yeah.
That's,
You gotta at least let me get through this.
I know, but I'm good.
Okay.
I'm just
Is
saying because you asked me to give you recommendations as a recommendation.
Is that the one with
Jack Nicholson.
Jack? I was about
Yeah.
to say De Niro.
No, yeah, it's Jack Nicholson.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's like that iconic line at the end where it's like, "What do you expect? This is Chinatown."
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I only know that once. I don't know anything
Yeah.
about it. But yeah.
He's a good one,
Okay.
but it's directed by Roman Polanski, so I'm kind of like, eh.
Who is that?
He's a director who wasn't allowed to accept his Oscar because he's married to his niece or cousin or something.
Oh.
She's underage.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, so when he won an Oscar, he won the Oscar and he wasn't allowed to accept it because he was in Romania hiding from the government.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah,
Cool.
Hmm.
yeah. Done. Okay, next,
Next
Alright.
category.
Casey.
Okay, so this is again this is
Fitting that you're doing this category.
fitting that I'm doing this category, right?
Very interesting.
But it's also very, very interesting because this movie is a movie I actually never saw, and it's The Meg. I don't need to see The Meg to know that it's the worst movie that came out in the year. I don't need to see it. I don't need to see it. I already know.
That's good shit, right
Yeah.
I saw it on the list, and I was just like,
Valid
"That's
point.
going on there." Yeah. And you guys are expecting me to say like Mandy
Oh, yeah.
or The Favorite or some shit.
I actually thought you were gonna say Mandy.
Yeah, okay, the thing is, like, with 'cause, like I said, there were, like, a good like 3 weeks of movies
Mhm.
that I just like didn't enjoy, right?
Yeah.
But I also came to realize that like those weren't bad movies; they're just movies that I didn't like,
Mhm.
you know. And I was just like,
Well, that's a good distinction to make.
yeah, like I can.
I appreciate that.
I think, you know, as we've gone through this together, our cinematic experiences. I think I've kind of matured to the point where I can say like, just because I didn't like a movie doesn't mean that it was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, the Meg. I've
was
never
just
seen
bad.
it. I'm never gonna see it, and I don't need to see it.
No,
I already
no.
know what happens.
Big Shark.
I don't give a shit. Yeah,
Big Shark.
Big Shark.
If
Yeah.
you want to, you can
That's
read the
like-
copy that's over there.
Oh no, I
wanna
saw
read a
I
book?
saw the copy that was over there, and I was just like it's fitting that I'm doing this category. You said I'm doing the next movie. I saw that it was worst movie, and I was just like, oh, you guys are in for a treat.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I was good.
Yeah.
You did not let us down.
Yeah.
Good ass choice.
Yeah, and I that makes up for me fucking up on honorable mentions, right?
Mhm.
Okay, all right, good, all right.
That's good.
That it does.
Yeah,
For me, the worst movie, number one, was I think something that we can all agree was goddamn trash was the Toxic Tutu.
That's what
Yeah.
made it on mine.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, that
Straight
was
up, it was just
fucking bullshit. There's never been a time where I actively wanted to leave the theater so bad.
I remember we kind of looked at each other a little
Yes.
bit, and we were both considering it.
But it's
it-
because I ordered food or
Yeah,
something.
you
but you couldn't-
jackass.
Yeah,
You ordered food right as that one started, and I'm like, well, we're fucking stuck here now.
we could have left. We could have left and like
No, because I'm pretty sure
I had
he
to pay
drove.
my bill.
No, we could have left and like went to the lobby and waited.
No,
What do you mean no?
no.
All right.
We're gonna stick through it. We're gonna stick through it together.
I'll just say, you're not going to abandon me like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Asshole.
All right. I didn't put that on there because like honestly, I kind of like repress those memories a little bit.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So, Quinn, if you have more on that list, I'm going to bring up some stuff about Toxic Tutu before we continue with your part.
No problem.
It was just the most boring movie I've seen in a while.
Oh yeah.
It looked like it was a C tier movie from 2007 when it was released like that year. Released in like 2017.
Not even like 2007. That's like early 2000s, late
Yeah.
90s.
And like it didn't have a plot, and what plot there was nonsensical.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And what was there was just so couched in like the fan culture of the Toxic Avenger that I
Mhm.
just didn't ever experience because I had just seen that movie.
Literally 2 seconds before the second one started.
Like why does it exist? It doesn't need to exist, period.
Also, wasn't it after the movie you were one of the 10 people that have reviewed the movie ever?
Yeah, exactly. Like
where
it
did you go to review it?
was IMDb.
And you gave it a score and you knocked it down like 0.5
I
points.
It's like, what the fuck are these people thinking? No.
And my other one is The Nun, because it's the most generic horror movie I've ever seen in my entire life. And the problem is it's built on two of the best horror movies that have come out in the past.
It was like
since-
The Conjuring.
Yeah, The Conjuring. The Conjuring 1 is a really, really solid ghost horror movie.
Mhm.
2 is okay. I don't like it as much as the first one, but the 2 is okay. And they have this expanded universe. And the thing is,
Yeah, with
the
like
two-
Annabelle and
Yes.
whatever else.
What's the like sequence of movies in that universe?
so it goes actually in release or in time.
Let's say like release date.
So release date: Conjuring, Annabelle, Conjuring 2, Annabelle 2,
Mhm.
None.
Okay, all right. So it's
Yeah.
5 movies total then.
Yeah.
But it's like Annabelle is like the prequel one.
Yes,
right?
all the movies that have come out that are not Conjuring are all prequels. And the thing
Okay.
is, this is what doesn't make sense. So they made Conjuring, right?
Mhm.
Then they made Annabelle, which is a prequel to The Conjuring.
Mhm.
Then they made Conjuring 2, which is a sequel to The Conjuring.
Uh huh.
Then they made Annabelle 2, which is a prequel to Annabelle.
Wait, what?
So it's a prequel to the prequel that they already made. And then they
So-
made
But
The
it's
Nun.
number 2.
Okay, so sequentially,
Yeah.
it goes Annabelle 2, Annabelle, Conjuring, Conjuring 2, The Nun.
No, The Nun is actually the first movie.
Okay, so it goes The Nun, Annabelle 2, Annabelle, Conjuring, Conjuring 2.
Yeah.
The fuck?
And the
That
thing
doesn't
is,
make any fucking
the thing is,
sense.
and this is what I think is really interesting, is James Wan, so he directed Aquaman this year.
Yeah.
That dude really knows how to build a franchise. He did the first Saw,
Whoa.
he did the first 2 Conjurings, and he did one of the Fast and the Furious movies. I think it
Oh.
might be 5
Okay.
or
all right,
6. It's
good.
like one of the best ones
It's
in
5.
the franchise.
It's 5.
Coming from someone who doesn't
It's
watch
5.
the franchise. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, but the little tangent. They just released the trailer for the
For this-
9th one.
For the
And it's
spin-off.
gonna be- yeah, it's the spin-off. It's like it's Dwayne's character and Jason Statham's character and Idris Elba's in it, and it's just gonna be ass. And I don't want to see it. I'm not gonna watch it.
Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Dwayne, yeah.
I hate all of you.
Dwayne. What's wrong? Dwayne.
Dwayne, yeah. Wait, is his name not Dwayne? I don't. Is his
Most
first
people
name...
gonna call him Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
No, it's
or
Dwayne.
just
Okay.
The Rock.
No, Dwayne.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know Dwayne wasn't his first name. I wasn't aware.
I hate all of you.
Dwayne.
Dwayne. Yeah. Sorry. Tangent over.
And the Nun. The only good part about it was after the movie was over, I watched a 20-minute long review just trashing the movie. I'm like, and it's by a New Zealand band, so it's actually
Yeah.
making me laugh. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Kiwi.
Yeah. Okay. You already did yours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, his-
Okay.
So you're next.
Talk to
Okay.
me.
Biggest disappointment. So this is a movie we went into and we thought we were going to enjoy, but then we didn't. Or we went into with meh and then we didn't enjoy it. Basically something that we went into and then we left and we were disappointed.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
That's
Mhm.
a disappointment.
biggest
Yeah.
disappointment.
Yeah.
Mine
Thank
is Fantastic Beasts 2 because I
Okay.
enjoyed the first one a lot
Mhm.
and I thought the second one was going to be good, but oh my god, it was a hot mess.
Yeah.
That was honestly up for worst movie because it was so out there with all
Really?
the stuff that they were doing, and then they tried to shoehorn it all in at the end,
Yeah.
and it didn't work. That movie was
It
fucking
was
trash.
very weird editing.
Yeah,
There was a lot of really weird editing, and like the cutscenes and stuff.
not
were
just
really
that.
bad.
The story itself was just,
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
yeah. You should be happy you didn't see that because you don't
Yeah.
like wizards.
Yeah.
You haven't seen any of the Harry Potters, have you?
Oh, I've seen all of them up until like the last two.
Oh my god, the last two were like
I
okay.
knew you were gonna
Oh my
say
god.
that.
Like come on, dude. Come on.
I don't care about wizards.
Yeah.
That's what I just
You
said.
get the whole like you just got Dobby thing though, right? Like you understand that?
Not really.
Because in the Chamber of Secrets, like
Wait,
Dobby
hold on. Which one's the Chamber of Secrets?
That's the second
which...
one.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Just one.
In
I know
the
the order. It's
In,
like
in the Chamber of Secrets at the very end, Lucius Malfoy like hands Dobby the book and it has a sock in it. And when you give a house elf a sock, when I said you just got Dobby to Quentin, it's because it had suck nut on there.
There we go.
Yeah.
There.
Okay. Yeah, you get So
I know the characters
Mhm.
for the most part.
yeah. Do you remember that scene though? If you don't, that's fine.
Oh, now I do.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't remember the book specifically, but I know Dobby got a sock.
Yeah. So
Dobby got sock.
okay. Yeah. Oh, but yeah.
Dobby is free.
So Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, Fantastic Beasts.
Anything
2
else
was
you wanna
fun.
add to it?
Not really.
Okay.
Mine was, and Quentin can see this coming a mile away, Annihilation.
I understand.
Yeah, it's just, I went in, the trailers looked so cool. It looked like it was being set up to be like a really awesome, like sci-fi horror movie.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And yeah, it was kind of cool, but it just had a weird kind of shoehorned in cancer allegory.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Like the special effects were awesome. Like I'll give them that. And like,
That's what I was gonna say.
like
It looks
I
really-
will 100% give it like the
Oh, yeah.
special effects.
Okay.
And the creature designs were cool too. It's just me being a biologist,
Mm-hmm.
the explanations they gave were complete and utter bullshit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it pissed me off.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like it's just makes no sense.
See, that's why I don't want to learn because I want to enjoy the things that I want.
And even then, I
The
think
less
like
you know,
maybe
the
if
better.
maybe if I didn't know that, I still probably would enjoy it because it's just told in such a weird, esoteric way that
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
cool, but other than visual eye candy, it doesn't do much. for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Like,
The trailer, I never saw it, but the trailers kind of reminded me of like Arrival. Like I feel like
Okay.
in tone
It
and like
was directed by the same dude who did Ex Machina. If you saw that one,
who direct? Yeah, I've seen Ex Machina.
Yeah.
Who directed it?
I can't remember his
Okay,
name.
but it's the same guy.
It's he has a long name, but or he might not have. I don't know his name.
What
But yeah,
else?
it's same director.
What else did he do?
That's all. That's I
Okay,
think
alright.
Ex Machina was his first movie actually.
Okay, so this is probably his second.
Yeah.
Okay, but Ex Machina was like a low budget. It wasn't not low budget. It was A24.
Mhm.
Like it wasn't like a big blockbuster
Yeah.
or anything.
Mhm.
So like I'm sure this was probably his like big like first movie. You know.
Kind
Maybe.
of.
I mean, I guess we'd have to look at his other works.
If you looked at just the special effects budget, then yeah, it's probably
Okay,
his first big movie.
Yeah.
I will say with this one though, it may hold up better on a second viewing when I have
Mhm.
when I know what I'm going into. But
Mhm.
as of right now, I have no desire to go back to it. And
Yeah.
it's just. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense for me because I agree. I didn't not enjoy it. I somewhat enjoyed it, but the thing is like on Reddit, everyone's saying that this is one of the best movies of the year.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
was
no.
seeing that
Oh,
like
yeah.
on Reddit and I even went to like not V, but like the movies board on 4chan, which
Mhm.
like I never go on 4chan. I just wanted to see if somebody had like the same opinion of me.
Was
when
this
they were,
after the movie came
This was
out?
after the
Okay.
movie came out.
Yeah.
Like I just wanted to make sure someone had the same opinion of me, and even then they were all circle jerking over
Yeah,
it.
I know. It's
I'm like
mm.
the hell?
Yeah.
Was like, am I alone here? And I definitely felt alone.
I don't think you're alone because I don't like it as much as they do, but I don't dislike it as much as you do.
Yeah,
I'm
and
kinda-
I will admit my main reason for disliking it is entirely personal.
because of your
Yeah.
knowledge.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
but
you
I'm
just gotta-
I also understand where you're coming from. How like if you see something like that,
Yeah,
that you
exactly.
know about that like maybe not a lot of people do, and then like you see it
Yeah,
portrayed
and it's like-
inaccurately in the movie, that kind of pisses you off. I
It's
understand.
not
where you're
even like
coming
that was kind of wrong. It was just blatantly wrong.
from. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Like so wrong.
yeah. But I'm sure like with me going into it, I would
Yeah.
probably enjoy it more. I'd
Oh,
probably be in the same
yeah.
boat as Quentin, just because
Like I don't begrudge anybody who is going to enjoy it. I'm
Yeah.
just
What is so you say that like everyone on like Reddit and like that
and
V-
and
they-
it wasn't V is the video game board. It's like whatever the movie.
Okay,
was.
but what did like Rotten Tomatoes and like IMDb?
Oh,
and,
it's
like,
a lot of
Metacritic-
positive.
It's a lot of
A lot
positive
of
stuff.
positive. I can look up the IMDb rating.
And is
now,
it
but it's-
and do you think it's
Well-
mainly because of the special effects?
That and also because like I did say it felt kind of shoehorned. It felt kind of shoehorned to me, but the allegory revolving around cancer and self-destruction, tying into the name of the movie Annihilation,
Mm-hmm.
it was done tastefully, but like,
Okay. Yeah.
like it just doesn't do anything for
Okay.
me.
And I'm sure because it had Oscar Isaac and Natalie Portman in
Yeah.
it, which I'm sure big names, big actors and actresses. Like I'm sure like everyone kind of circle jerked around that too.
See, it's not one of those movies that holds your hand, which
Mhm.
I have a feeling it's people who think they're critics. Not that we're exempt from that, but people who think they're critics are like the populist things like, oh, it's confusing and not very straightforward. It has to be a masterpiece. No, Star Wars is pretty straightforward, and it's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be confusing in order to be good
Mhm.
Yeah.
or to be a decent movie.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Also, it has like a 79 on Metacritic and a
Okay.
6.9 on IMDb. So it's somewhat.
So about
Yeah,
what
it's
you're saying.
decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, no, because I would give it like a 6 or a 5.
okay.
Okay. So a little bit more positive than you.
Yeah.
But by no means like perfect according to
Yeah,
their
no.
standards. Yeah.
No. Still, critics are looking at it with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But at any rate,
Well, I thought it was you.
no, I'm done.
Oh, you-
I'm
sorry,
done
that's
with
me,
my
yeah. Okay, so me-
forever long rant.
Okay, yeah. So, biggest disappointment. So I think I've kind of differed from you guys in the sense that like in the past couple of years where, like I for my biggest disappointment picks, it's always been someone that I've had. Like, it's always been a movie where I had like really high expectations
Mhm.
for, went into it, and like it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it and I liked it, but it just like wasn't what I held it up to.
Mhm.
So
And that
yours
would
is
be-
like our gap is like meh to beh. Yours
Yeah,
is
it's
just
like-
the same thing but moved up.
Yeah, exactly. So for me, it was Incredibles 2, right? Just because like
I
it
can-
was
I
like
can
it
kinda
was
understand that.
like incredible. Like I remember the Incredibles very very fondly because
Mhm.
it came out on my 7th birthday,
Yeah.
and like that's what I went to go see, and that was like a great birthday, and I really really loved that movie.
Mhm.
And then I like kind of grew up watching it. Just because I really loved it, and then like this movie comes out, it's been like what 12 14 years or whatever since the first one came out.
some ridiculous.
There was
time,
it was
yeah.
it was 14 years. It came
14.
It was 14 years, yeah. It came out 2004, and so like there was like so much hype around it. Everyone was saying like there were pictures and like little short clips that came out of it, and everyone was just like, "Oh my god, like look at this! It's gonna be so incredible!"
Mhm.
And
Look
then I
how thick her ass is.
look, yeah, like look at the detail on like the small little hairs on the small little fibers on the shirt or whatever. Like everyone was like everyone was kind of like eating it up,
Mhm.
and I kind of ate it up a little bit too. And then I went in, and it was just overhyped. It was good. It was a great movie by all means.
Yeah.
Like I will gladly watch it multiple times, but like it didn't live up. It wasn't as good as the first one in my opinion. I could be wrong. Like other people
Mhm.
definitely have other opinions on that, but that's just because I really
No.
love the first one.
I wouldn't call it a disappointment, but I mean, I can agree with you.
Yeah,
it's not as good as
but-
the first one.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I mean, it's not a disappointment by any means, but like for me, like again, it didn't live up to the standards that like it was surrounded by,
Yeah.
And I remember another movie that I had in this category was like was Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember like Suicide Squad, that was going to be like the movie that put the DCEU back on track with the MCU,
Yeah.
and then it just wasn't
I have
that.
to admit, the trailers
It
did
was
look pretty
trash.
alright.
The trailers looked amazing, and they had it mixed with like Bohemian Rhapsody.
That's the thing, is
Like, it
DC's
looks
really
great.
good at making trailers and
Yeah.
they're bad at making movies.
Yeah.
Look, Watchmen, Batman vs. Superman, was
Watchmen?
Man of Steel.
Is Watchmen DC?
Yeah.
well, not. okay, it is kind of now, but in the past it wasn't. It was under DC's label, but it wasn't like DC.
Was it Vertigo?
Mm,
No, Vertigo didn't
was,
come out yet.
Yeah, Vertigo was V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
In fact, you can see it right there. It's just DC.
Oh, okay, yeah. I for some reason I always thought watching.
But
it.
it's classified as a DC comic book.
Yes,
Okay.
but until
Yeah.
like a recent crossover, it wasn't like anything related.
It
to
didn't
current
have any
DC.
connection to like
But it's
what
still
we know of as DC.
Published by.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But at any rate,
Yeah, but yeah, so like Suicide Squad, that was everyone had high hopes for it and everyone came like super disappointed. That's not what this was. Everyone had high hopes for it and it was good, but like, it wasn't
just the
it
gap
wasn't
was
bad.
there.
Just the gap was enough for me to put it as the biggest disappointment for me.
Do you think it would have been less of a disappointment if like the marketing wasn't quite there? Like you knew it was coming,
Yeah,
but like,
yeah, actually well, I mean not necessarily the marketing. I remember like everybody
but just like
like
the social
everybody
buzz.
the social buzz around it cuz the marketing wasn't like I think the marketing was done like the way that it should have been done. I mean no, now that like okay, cuz like Pixar is now like making sequels and like Disney are like making sequels and like they're redoing stuff. So like all of us 90 kids are like are very nostalgic for it. So we're hyping it up.
97, 96.
I mean, you get what I'm saying. The people that grew up in our generation, we're all hyping it up, and so it wasn't. The marketing was done like there wasn't a whole lot of. The marketing was a little bit too much, but like
I don't remember
the
much
social
marketing for Incredibles 2.
the social buzz around it was way more than whatever marketing they did.
Here's my second question: do you think had it not been so long, had it not been like 14 years between
100%.
1 and 2, you would have enjoyed it more?
100%.
So like, had it been like 6 years? Or
yeah, probably
3 years or 5
honestly,
years?
probably.
thing
Yeah.
is, the story wouldn't work until about now anyway.
Yeah.
Because the story of Incredibles 2 is so couched in like 2018isms or 2017, like late 2010s.
Yeah.
That you kind of
It had to be released now.
But hypothetically, I see what you're saying. Like,
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, again, it's one of those things where like, I would agree with that. Just because like after so long, everyone's so hyped about it, and it was a great movie that everybody loved. And
it is one of the best Pixar movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's the thing that happens a lot of the time with like when movies have a break between one movie and then it's this long until the next one.
Yeah.
The next one comes out and it doesn't live up to everyone's expectations.
Yeah.
Tangent. This is actually related to Disney too. Is that I've been reading articles about Kingdom Hearts 3 because I just picked that up as well, and people were like, "The story is so bad. Was always as bad." I've been playing through 1 and 2. The story's hot garbage. Gameplay's fun. It's cool seeing all the Disney cameos, but like, it's dumb.
But you didn't grow up with it, right?
No, I didn't grow up with it.
Yeah, you only recently started playing it.
I'm enjoying it.
I mean, people have fond memories of stuff they grew up with.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just saying, like, there was this huge 14-year gap between Kingdom Hearts 2 and now 3. And people are just picking up 3 again. Like, man, this is going to be great. I remember the story being phenomenal.
Same thing.
You're not going to understand shit. Like,
thing.
it was always horribly written. And I love it because it's cheesy with good gameplay. Oh, but, yeah. So, okay, so you done with...
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I'm good.
So you just did a biggest disappointment?
Yes.
All right. This is missed opportunity, the category where we feel like the movie. Oh, this is the one where just. What was the point of this category? 'Cause
What we didn't see that we wanted to see.
Oh shit! I took it in different ways.
God damn it!
How did you take it?
Well, I took it as a movie that had potential but didn't
I
quite.
swear to
reach
God,
it.
you've said this before.
Oh,
Then you need to rechange. You need to change the category, make it more explicit.
No.
So, in my interpretation of this, I said it's a movie that really had potential that I think would have been phenomenal if it got it, but it didn't quite reach it. And this is different from the missed opportunity, well, from the biggest disappointment one, because the biggest disappointment one was it had its concept, it worked, but it just wasn't that great.
Yeah.
This one for me was Ready Player One, where they, and granted, the source material is already flawed from what I understand from you two, but if they did it right, this concept would have been so cool with Ready Player One. Just bringing all these pop culture icons. Granted, like Wreck-It Ralph did it already, but I mean, this one could have been like a more mature version of it, or drawing in more stuff besides just video games. Like, it could have been really cool. Instead, we just got like the most generic popcorn munching movie action spectacle
Easter
ever.
egg the movie.
It pretty much like
Easter egg the movie. Yeah.
it's just very mediocre. It's the brown. It's the gray sludge that comes out of the waste pipes of the Hollywood industry. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
Wow. That is a Good metaphor.
It's
Oh my god,
It's
we
not
need to.
great.
Someone needs to write that down and remember it, just because.
It's
We have
in
a recording of it.
Yeah, but
Got
okay, we all know that we're not even gonna listen to this shit. Like, none of us are gonna.
Hey, Joe, write it down.
Yeah, Joe, write it down and remind me later.
Sweet Joe, thanks.
Honestly, I don't even think he listens to this anymore.
Damn.
No
Yeah.
one does.
No,
Okay.
nobody listens to this shit. But yeah. Oh, wait, but I mean, going off of what you said, or I guess like two things. One, the book was obviously better. That's like I guess like the common law is that whenever you make a book to movie adaptation.
same in your book. It was different.
No, but I mean like the book genuinely was better.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then two, and this isn't really like anything to do with the movie, but like the story of the movie was very, very different than the story of the book. To where like the setting was right and the characters were all right, but like the story was different enough to where it felt like it wasn't that connected. You know, like it felt like it was an entirely different thing. Just because the stories were vastly different, and it makes sense because there were a lot of things that they did in the book that they obviously like couldn't do. But yeah, that's all I had to say.
So looking at this, I believe the actual answer for me would probably be either 8th grade, because that one I really wanted to see, but I just never didn't get a chance to, or what's this other one? Mid-90s or Halloween. Those would be like my three like actual missed opportunities.
Yeah.
That I would have like actually liked to go see.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yep.
All right, so for me, I had two movies here, but like one of them I actually ended up seeing. So, Isle of Dogs, I never saw it, and then Bohemian Rhapsody I saw a couple weeks ago, but I didn't see it in theaters.
I got the Isle of Dogs Blu-ray if you want to borrow it. Or
I also have it.
Oh, maybe. Let me.
You can borrow both of ours and play them at the same time.
Yeah, man.
Why would I do that?
Yeah, do it.
No, I'm not gonna.
Stupid bitch.
Let me get back to you on that. Eventually, yes, but like not at the moment.
Okay.
But yeah,
No problem.
I would. Yeah, I would. But yeah, I'd like to watch it at some point. I remember like Isle of Dogs. I remember very specifically like the weekend that like because Isle of Dogs was
It
obviously
was
like,
when
great.
Ready Player One came out.
What?
It was almost the same weekend that Ready Player One came out. Because it was March.
I remember it was March.
And I remember going to see Isle of Dogs because I saw I saw some movie by myself at the Draft House. And then my family came to pick me up, and then we had to go to the Dallas Draft House because that's where Isle of Dogs was playing.
You were actually seeing it there.
Yes, and so what I did is I remember me and my brother playing freaking what is it? What's the Sinistar.
Yeah.
And we were playing Sinistar, and then we went to go see Isle of Dogs.
I remember I was about to go see it with you, but the reason I couldn't was because like there's an Iranian holiday that like my uncle came into town for, and it's everyone just kind of all the Iranian community kind of goes to like a lake, and we have like a lake day, and like
I remember
getting out until like later. That's a thing. I'll talk to you about. Yeah, it's called Size Bedar, which means the 13th day after New Year.
Huh.
Don't ask. It's some weird bullshit. And then we also celebrate Charshambe Suri, which literally translates to the last Wednesday of the year. I don't know why, and we celebrate it on a Tuesday here. Like don't. It's because of the time zone.
Difference. I understand.
It's because of the time zone.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's just the delivery.
It's
like,
literally.
I don't fucking get it.
Yeah.
We celebrate it on a Tuesday.
It's literally something I've never understood before. Because in Iran it's obviously a much bigger deal. Because the Wednesday thing is like the start of the New Year celebrations. And then like the lake thing is the end, and then we celebrate throughout that.
Yeah. Okay,
But yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but I never understood why those days. Those days are so arbitrary. It could have been like the last like Friday, and then like the 17th.
Perhaps
day or whatever.
it's like just a different traditional calendar, just like there's like
Maybe,
a Jewish calendar.
Probably, yeah.
It could
I personally have never fucking understood it. Yeah, I think now like the Iranian New Year is like. I think now we're to run like 400 or something. 400 something is like the official like year count.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I don't fucking understand it, but yeah.
Okay. My missed opportunities are two. One of them is At Eternity's Gate, which is Willem Dafoe playing Vincent Van Gogh. And I'm just interested because I really like him as an actor, especially after seeing The Florida Project. Was that last year?
Yeah.
That was last year because it came out the same year as Lady Bird. But after seeing
2017, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 years ago, technically.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
We're recording this at the end of 2018.
Well, even then, we'd call 2018 the last year.
It's okay. But At Eternity's Gate because of that. And then the other one is A Prayer Before Dawn, which I really, really want to see because it's a boxing movie. shot on location in a prison in Thailand, and it's by A24, and it's on Prime, and I've literally not watched it yet, just so I can say that it's on my missed opportunities list to say that I haven't seen it yet.
So are you gonna watch it tomorrow?
I'm possibly gonna watch it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
excited for that.
I really want. What was the one, the Vincent Van Gogh one?
At Eternity's Gate.
At Eternity's Gate. I really want to see that, just because I really like Vincent Van Gogh as like a painted, like an artist and like a historical figure, and like obviously Willem Dafoe is fucking amazing. I really want to see that.
Second thing, A24 needs to get their shit together in releases, because straight up, A Prayer Before Dawn, we saw a trailer like twice in theaters, and then I never heard anything about it until I saw it on Amazon Prime like 2 months ago. Or a month ago. It's bullshit.
They're also not as consistent with like where they release stuff.
I know.
Where
Bullshit.
a lot of it is at like the Alamo Draft House, but like some of it isn't. you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
All right.
I think it's you.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
me. Okay, so this is biggest surprise.
Yeah, that's the one. That's
I'm-
where we're at.
I'm assuming the explanation for this is just like going into a movie,
Yeah,
expecting one thing, and then get what?
The opposite of disappointment.
Oh, the opposite disappointment.
So
So,
it's
It's
like,
like going in with low expectations and like getting
Oh.
good, or going with mediocre expectations and getting good. For me,
okay,
I also took it about that. Like my pick was mediocre, like tempered expectations and that. But it's also like, what the fuck just happened?
okay, yeah. This is
So,
okay. So I
for
took
me,
it.
it was-
I took it in the sense of like going in thinking one thing and then coming out like completely like mind blown. So it's not like
That
the
works.
biggest. It's not like the biggest.
It's
thing.
moving sideways in this spectrum rather than going.
Yeah,
up.
yeah. So for me, it would be Sorry to Bother You, which I saw
Mhm.
with you, right?
Makes sense.
And then Infinity War, like Avengers, just
Mhm.
because like, spoiler alert, they fucking killed everybody at the end.
Not everyone.
They killed half the people in the end,
There you go.
which I was very, very surprised about. Sorry to Bother You. I mean, obviously, Sorry to Bother You is like probably like the number one on this list, just because like the trailer came out and it seemed like it was gonna be like Get Out, where it was you didn't see it, right?
I didn't see the movie, but
It's-
I'll watch it eventually. But I
I'll-
don't care much about.
I'll try to give my explanation for it in a
There's like
way.
no way we can spoil that movie.
Let me say
Oh, okay.
let me say it this way. Oh, I mean, I guess we go into it. I went into it thinking that it was gonna be kind of like Get Out, where it was gonna, because like in the trailer, it's obviously the guy with his white voice, like being a telemarketer, and so I thought it was gonna be like some kind of
Racial commentary.
racial commentary, yeah. And then it came out and like it had some of that in there. That was there, but it came out with something totally different.
Yeah.
It had a totally different message, and it did it in a totally bizarre way, but it was fucking awesome.
Mhm.
It was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So I guess it kind of works.
Oh,
Biggest
boy.
Surprise. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah,
See
and
if
it's
I can
not.
Find it.
And I wanna even give you like the spoiler explanation,
Mhm.
but even that would spoil it for you.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah.
I just need to know that
It's on Hulu, so if we ever want to if there's another weekend where there's nothing going on, we can
Yeah.
get together. I don't know
Let's
if
do
you're gonna want to watch it again.
I would love to watch it again. I would
Yeah,
love to watch it
So
again.
we
But
can get
like,
together and watch that.
but I mean, it's definitely gonna be a different experience, like knowing what's gonna happen.
Oh, yeah.
now.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
absolutely. But yeah.
Oh God.
For me, the biggest surprises, which were movies that I went in with low expectations with, or no expectations for, but then got better leaving the theater, was Searching and Aquaman. Because I thought both of those were going to be fucking trash. Seeing the trailers for both of them, I was like, this is going to suck.
Yeah.
And I went in Searching, and I was actually very pleasantly surprised by that
Mhm.
one, because I thought that was a really, really good movie. I
Mhm.
enjoyed it. I thought it was very creative, very out of
Mhm.
the norm of how they make movies like that. And then Aquaman, DC can make good stuff.
Surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, I've said this is the way that I would describe Aquaman, right?
Mhm.
Like everything that happened above water was shit. Everything that happened below the water was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's how I would
Mm.
describe
I
it.
can see that.
Because like the dialogue like wasn't that good.
Oh, no.
The story was pretty like
But
meh.
see, the thing is
The-
I'm not saying it was a
Oh
great
no,
or good
I'm
movie.
just but
It
you,
was
you
fun.
can't you can't it was fun, yeah. The romance was like forced. Like there were a lot of problems with it, but everything that happened underwater totally made it
And
fun.
Octopus
Yeah.
playing drums.
Yeah, that was fucking
It's
awesome.
canon.
That
Good
was
shit.
fucking
Good shit.
It is canon. Goddamn, I forgot about that.
Okay. For me, it was Black Klansman. Not that I went in with low expectations. I went in fully expecting like a good movie. It's just, it was better than I anticipated,
Mhm.
and the ending was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Just like Do the Right Thing, right? Like it had kind of the same effect.
Yeah.
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 Like Do the Right Thing. that one was more, it's powerful in retrospect.
Mhm.
This one is more like, I made this movie 20 years ago saying the same goddamn thing. You fuckers didn't change a thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. You didn't listen.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. I think it was actually you that said like Do the Right Thing was more universal, and then like
Yeah, this one.
even on the cast it was more like you said it was more universal, and then like Black Klansman was like more like specific to our time.
Yes.
But yeah.
Which, ironically, Do the Right Thing was, at the time, modern and it's universal, while this one was a modern message, but it was set in the 60s.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Ironic, but meh.
Mhm.
But, like, really, if you hadn't seen the movie, go see it. Just know that the only reason why it's my biggest surprise is I went in with, like, decently high expectations, came out with being blown away. I loved it.
Yeah.
And the ending was like, oh, God, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Spike Lee he made Do the Right Thing, and then like everything, a lot of the stuff that he made afterwards was like I think he directed the remake of Old Boy in America, and
Really?
I think so. It's either him or Spike Jonze. I always get them confused,
Probably
which doesn't make sense because Spike Jonze directed Her, and that's very different from what Spike Lee would do.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I hope it's Spike Jonze. I've seen the American version of Old Boy.
Yeah.
But I
It's
also saw the Korean version beforehand.
good.
Yeah, have you seen it?
Yeah, of course. I work with Korean people.
Oh, okay.
I have to.
Yeah. I thought that we talked about this one time and you said you hadn't seen it yet.
I haven't seen the American. I've seen the Korean.
Okay, you don't need to see the American.
I didn't
Yeah.
plan on it.
Yeah. Even to how it didn't faze me as much as like the
Which one did you watch first?
Korean. I saw the Korean one first.
Yep.
And that like really fucking fazed me, and then like, not fazed me, but that really I was like, fucking, that's like
Yeah, he really fucked with something, too.
that's like the first movie. That was the first movie I saw in a really long time. I was just like the entire time. You know, I was constipated.
So he was.
Yeah, but then like the American version was very similar, but like not as not as good.
Okay.
Damn, I really hope it's not Spike Lee.
I'll check it after I talk
Okay.
about.
Yeah.
Next category is best superhero movie. I'm pretty sure that's self-explanatory. Infinity War, done. I don't think there's any because what else came out? Aquaman, Spider-Verse. I was considering putting, but in terms of impact on me, Infinity War, because it's been like 10 years and then just literally.
Okay.
Huh.
All right.
I don't have that connection to it, so
Yeah,
I'm going to
I have a disagreement with it just because of the movie that I put, and I have a justification for like why. No, actually, never mind. I don't, but like, go ahead with your thing.
I actually had Incredibles 2 penned here, but it's only because, like, for me this last year, nothing was really wowing me, but I actually am going to put Into the Spider-Verse. Even though that movie did come out in 2018, even though we saw it this year.
Yeah.
I'd still
So-
count
so-
it.
So if
and
if you say you're gonna count it, I'm gonna allow myself to count
Yeah,
it.
I'd count it.
And so I put Black Panther, right?
Mm-hmm.
But which technically came out February of 2018,
Correct.
right? But I also feel weird about having it just because like I said, I think of like years and like I think of movie years in terms of like the Oscars,
Award
right?
season.
Yeah.
So you
like,
count that as.
So it came out before the Oscars in 2018, and it was mentioned in it, but like this year it's actually nominated for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I think timing is like really really weird.
Yeah.
But
The
I mean Black
American
Panther.
version was directed by Spike Lee. Okay, no, disregarding. So,
Yeah, but Black Panther, fucking amazing. You know,
Mhm.
great
See,
movie.
that's me with Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Like I like Black Panther. Like I
Mhm.
wouldn't say I absolutely love it, but I did enjoy it, and
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
cool. But
Yeah,
Spider-Verse for me was just way cooler.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
absolutely adored it.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think Black Panther was like the only movie this year that I saw 3 times in theaters.
I
On
saw
separate
it
occasions.
twice.
You saw it twice, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it once with you guys, once with my UTD friends, and then like once with my uncle.
I actually did see 2 movies 3 times in theaters.
Really?
Ah,
Which
okay.
ones?
I'll go into that later.
Okay.
One of them was Infinity War.
Okay.
I can't even think of the last time I saw a movie multiple times in theaters.
Because the only time you go to theaters is with us.
Yeah.
Last time was Raw. That was worth it.
Yeah, because you saw it with us and then you
And
saw,
saw it with a
other
different
people.
group.
Yeah.
That was really worth it.
Mm.
It's a good ass movie. I saw it again too this year.
Is it on Netflix? You
It's on
said
Netflix.
Okay, thought so.
That's why I'm not too stressed about finding a DVD or Blu-ray, but I still want one.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
But yeah, biggest superhero movie was Spider-Man. Casey, you just said yours was Black Panther.
Yep. Infinity War.
Done.
That was okay. That was
Oh,
a lot
oh,
quicker
yeah,
than I anticipated. All right, Best action. Pretty self-explanatory. Just the movie with the best action in general,
Mhm.
or best action scene. But I took it as just best action movie.
Yeah.
Upgrade.
Done.
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
buddy.
Universal,
Yeah.
baby.
I was hoping
That
you were
movie
gonna
was
do that.
fucking
Fucking
baller
awesome.
all the way through.
Oh, yeah.
Good ass
Great
story.
movie.
Good
Yeah.
action.
That
Hell
hasn't
yeah.
there hasn't been a good action movie to that caliber since Hardcore Henry.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Hardcore Henry was
I never saw
awesome.
Hardcore
You
Henry.
should watch Hardcore
I
Henry.
really want to, yeah.
If you liked Upgrade, you'd like Hardcore Henry.
I believe that. I 100% believe that. I just never got around to it. But
It's-
I'll
I think you can find a Blu-ray pretty cheap.
There
too.
is Blu-rays. They have.
Okay.
I think they actually have one of the half-price books. Buy that Draft House.
Okay.
Do it.
Well, like with me is that I don't really like watch like DVDs.
No
you know?
joke. If I would buy it and then let you borrow it.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I don't want to.
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, I mean if you want to do that, fine, but don't do it just for like my sake.
Oh
No.
You
Yeah,
want it
we're-
on Blu-ray anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, like this movie was totally bonkers.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was just good.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
And since we all agree, unless you guys have something to add, Casey, you
No,
can start
I
the
mean,
next category.
It was fucking. I remember very vividly the scene where like he's sneezing and then like the nanobots fly through the air and then like stab the other guy.
Mhm.
Do you remember that? That was fucking.
No,
awesome.
for me
I
the
like that.
the part that I
Gun
remember
hand.
the most. First of all, gun hand.
Yeah.
Second one is the camera work in that fight where he's in someone else's house and
Yeah.
when they were like.
Oh, the
fall-
very first
it's-
fight.
Yeah, it's good.
Where you like
That-
the camera
that
follows
was
him
really
as he
fucking
stands
good.
right up.
Yes, that's good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because that was the first thing that I saw from it was I didn't even watch the trailer. It got mentioned on another show that I was watching, and they were like, "You should see this trailer," and then it just started boom, and I'm like, "Ooh, ooh."
That
Yeah.
gets my
Yeah.
cinema boner hard.
Exactly. Okay, I think we can
Okay,
go to
yeah.
the next
Yeah, no,
one. That
that's-
was all unanimous.
Ain't nothing really to add.
This
Oh,
is-
it's me.
Yeah,
Oh,
your
sorry.
next category.
So most thrilling.
Yep.
So this is, I mean, pretty self-explanatory. Thrillers.
I have a feeling this one's gonna be
That's
Universal too.
I think so,
Oh,
possibly.
maybe not actually.
Yeah, because I don't know, because
I don't know.
I know you and I are
listen,
gonna have the same
I-
answer.
yeah,
I put A Quiet Place.
Okay, that's not gonna be Universal though.
yeah, we didn't see that.
Okay.
I didn't see that.
What'd you guys put?
Hereditary.
Yeah, buddy. There we go. That was the other movie I saw
Okay.
3
All
times
right.
in
Okay.
theaters.
All right. Okay. So I'll go into Quiet Place a little bit. So Quiet Place is actually something that like I look back in retrospect and like find kind of annoying and I don't like as much. And I can't remember which one of you said it, but one of you said that there's like a rule with monsters in movies that like the second you learn everything there is to know about it, it
I
ceases to
usually say
become
that.
scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like I remember you said that and that kind of stuck with me. And I remember that was very applicable to.
Once you know how to beat something, like even if you can't
Yeah.
really do it, it's not really that terrifying.
Yeah.
What makes a monster terrifying is the mystery behind it.
Right, and so and you guys didn't see A Quiet Place?
Nope.
But you know like kind of the gist of it, right?
Yeah, it makes
So-
sound, you die.
Yeah, I mean yeah. So it's basically these monsters, and if you make it, they have like super sonic hearing, and if you like make a sound, you die, right?
Mhm.
And then like and then it's one of those things where like at the very end, like they'd figured out how to kill the monsters, and then it was and then like the very last scene was kind of like I guess like. What's the word? I was gonna mess up my words. Fuck.
It implies.
Okay, it implies. Thank you. It implies.
You dense
I
bitch.
swear to God, I was gonna say inferences, but like that isn't.
I was just letting you struggle. That was too funny.
It implies.
It's like when I was dunking on you and Adam at the Steak and Shake with that
Fuck
hammer
off!
game.
Fuck off with
was
that
good.
bullshit.
I
But
got the
it
word
implies-
solipsism like
They
that.
figured out how to kill the monsters,
Yeah.
you dick, and then it implied that they were just gonna go out and kill all the other monsters, and then I just kind of realized like, wait, what the fuck? Like that's some bullshit. Like you don't tell me everything.
Mhm.
But up until then, it was a very very good ride, and I saw that with my uncle as well.
Mhm.
But yeah, and then with Hereditary, I've said this to you before how
Mhm.
like I kind of feel the same way about I did about Prisoners.
Mhm.
How like it was done very very well.
Mhm.
It achieved what it wanted to. It was a good
accomplished
movie. Did its
goal.
job, but like I never
not
want to
for
see
you.
it again.
Yeah.
I never want to see it again. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not your cup of tea.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. And again, the reason why. Yeah. And so again, one of the reasons why it's on like the worst movie list or like something I didn't enjoy was because like again,
You
I really
appreciate
it was a good movie.
Mhm.
I appreciate it. Not my thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, but you guys can
Yeah,
talk about
very
Hereditary.
adult and respectable.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Hooray.
And I realized that more with this year, how there were like a lot more movies that came out that I didn't enjoy
Mhm.
that like that are now getting like a lot of good recognition. I'm just like, you know what, maybe these aren't bad movies. Maybe it's just me, you know. But yeah. You guys
Yeah,
can
it's recognition from people besides Quentin and I.
yeah, basically, yeah.
Like Academy Award recognition.
Pretty much, yeah. So, you guys can talk about it.
Hereditary.
Good.
It was just really spooky. It
Yeah.
it builds its tension very well through the entirety of the movie.
Mhm.
I didn't quite know what was going on until like the very end. Like I knew there was
Mhm.
some kind of cult shit going on, but
Mhm.
like I didn't realize it was to that extent.
Mhm.
And it was good. Like it very much does the Shining thing or the Alien thing of just holding back until pretty much the end.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And once it hits the end, it's like, oh god, oh fuck, what's happening?
yeah.
And it's good because of that.
Very much, yeah.
There were a few oh god, oh fuck moments though, like the decapitation.
Oh,
That was-
Jesus,
I'd also like to point out that this movie is the first time I've ever heard him audibly scream.
Yeah. Wait, was it? Do you remember which part of it?
Yeah, it was when he was walking down and he saw the burnt thing, and then the lady popped out and you went, oh shit. Good.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I've never felt like more tense, and then like the tension just kept raising while also the fear kept rising, as when they had the scene where she was in the upright corner of the room and you could just barely see her, but she kept getting more and more visible. Then launch and bang head repeatedly against the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and revise what I said. Hereditary was the most thrilling of the year. A Quiet Place was the most thrilling that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say
That's
that.
fair.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Very
say that.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that with Hereditary, A24 did such a really good job with the marketing, just because all they were doing is they were posting a bunch of pictures of people's heart rate monitors while they were watching the movie, and it would go,
Yeah.
and go down and up like that. And I'm like, yeah, that'll get me to go watch a movie. I'll take that.
Alrighty.
I think it's mine next, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Most entertaining. This movie, not necessarily real good, not necessarily real bad, but we sat down and we enjoyed watching it. For me, I have two.
The
For
Meg.
me, huh?
The Meg.
Meg.
No, it's not the Meg. I didn't actually put that anywhere on my list. Thank you very
Oh
much.
god, that's the real shocker.
I didn't even see it, and I put it on my list.
I put Sorry to Bother You, because that was an experience to watch that movie.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
And the other one,
Yeah.
which was definitely, and this is definitely the best, one of my favorite experiences of the movies this year was Mandy. Oh my god, just going
I
in.
put Mandy too.
Because I was like, the only thing that I knew was going to happen in that movie was Nicolas Cage was going to have blood on his face. I did not know anything else about that movie.
All I knew is that was the new Nicolas Cage flick.
Yeah.
Literally the only
Dude.
thing I knew.
Oh my god, when I walked in and just in some of those scenes, I was just like, fuck yeah.
Like at first I was laughing at it, then I was like laughing along with it, and then I was laughing at it again, and I just had no idea what the fuck was going on, but it was a thrill ride.
There's so many
I
parts
loved it.
where stuff happens and I'm like, fucking yeah.
It's
buddy.
a very slow
Yeah,
opening,
buddy.
like very
Oh, yeah.
slow.
Oh yeah.
But once it kicks off, it's a fucking baller.
Oh,
I love that movie.
I agree. It's good shit.
Didn't enjoy a single part of it. Not gonna lie.
I know.
Yeah.
Wait, was that your most entertaining?
Yeah, that was my.
Okay,
That's
okay.
why I was like going along with you so hard.
Okay, yeah.
I will say I'll give a nod to Death of Stalin. That one was fun,
Mhm.
but like it wasn't the most entertaining.
So for me, I put Solo, a Star Wars story. I didn't see it with you guys. I saw it with Grant. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of gotten to the point where like, you know, every year we're getting like a new Star Wars movie, and like I kind of see this with like there was like the controversy that like this wasn't like necessary to like it wasn't necessary to make this movie because like when it was first released that like a new a Han Solo based Star Wars movie was going to come out, people were like oh like fuck yeah, like the only thing that like would have made it worth it to make it was if we learned something new about the character that we didn't see before, and like we didn't get that, so people were like it just wasn't necessary. But like me, like if we're kind of in a position where like we're gonna get a new Star Wars movie every year and they're gonna be fun and entertaining, like, you know, like let's go with me. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was like a well done movie. Childish Gambino was fucking awesome in it. We get like we finally understand the Kettle's run, because that was like, you know, a fan theory. Kessel. Fuck. The Kessel.
Just chuck a teapot in the asteroid field.
We finally understand the Kessel's run.
Kessel Run, not Kessels.
Kessel.
It's not Kessels. There's not many. It's
Made-
one.
Made
Kessel
the
Run.
Kessel run. that made the Kessel Run because it was a fan theory that it was a series of nebulas and black holes that like daring pilots would like fly near to try to like go around and.
I always thought it was a race.
No, it was like it was always a fan theory that like because a parsec is a unit of distance, not like
See, you know what's even funny?
time.
What's funnier is I saw that movie. I can't even remember what the Kessel Run was.
Yeah, same here.
But then again,
okay, so
then again, me and him went to go see it after marathoning all 4 Toxic Avenger movies back to back to back to back. So our brain was fucking fried.
I can explain it to you later if you'd like, but
No.
I mean,
Good.
but I mean, it was a theory that like was just now confirmed. So yeah, but yeah, that's
2 things with this.
oh jeez, all right.
One, if you're going to, so I don't think George Lucas had any intention of like making it like the Kessel Run as it was, because obviously he had no part in it, and I think he just honestly mistook parsec as a unit of time because it has the word sec in it.
Sure.
So
yeah.
this is a retroactive fitting to fit the fan theory. So it's not proving the fan theory right. They're just, all right, this is a cool fan theory. We're just gonna codify it.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah.
2.
I agree
2.
with that, yeah.
I wasn't too hot on Solo, but I'm not going to rag on it because it's not like a mainline Star Wars movie.
Sure.
It's purely extra.
Yeah, I kind of see it as like Rogue One, where it's
That's
just
exactly-
it's like a fun filler movie,
Yeah.
and I enjoyed it.
Well,
so.
fun with Rogue One, but
All right, well, I mean, everyone literally dies at the
Yeah.
end of that one, but like,
they kind of have to.
yeah, they kind of have to. Oh no, actually, they didn't have to, but it's good that they did. They
I don't care.
It's I've thought about this a lot. They didn't have to all die. They could
We had
have.
this same argument right after the movie came
I
out.
know, but like to
I don't remember.
Literally on our review.
I know, but like he brought it up, so I'm gonna say it again. They didn't have to die, but it's good that they did. And then, like, but I see it as like it was entertaining. I think we can all agree. So like Rogue One was entertaining.
I am
movie.
not going to agree to that.
I thought it was entertaining.
But to
I
that
liked
point,
it. I'll see it again.
I'm not going to rag on it because it's not like a mainline Star Wars movie.
Sure.
It's purely
Yeah.
extra.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting Star Wars every year, and it's not like a mainline. Like you said, it's not a mainline one, so like you might as well go into and enjoy it. Like that's kind of
try to enjoy it.
Okay, fine. Try to enjoy it. I went in and did enjoy it. So
See, the thing is for me with both of the offshoot Star Wars movies is I
One did
enjoyed.
not have Darth Maul in him except for the second one, but you want him as a main character.
No, I enjoyed 2 parts. I enjoyed when Darth Vader came back and slashed shit, and I enjoyed when Darth Maul shows up and he's like, "Hey, I'm still alive." I'm like, "Yes, there you go."
Yeah,
That's
but both of
the
those
main-
trick you into staying through the entire movie.
yeah.
That's okay. I'm okay with that because I'm really happy about that because I really enjoyed the Clone Wars is so good, and Rebels I haven't caught up to it. It's like 2 seasons. I'm a season behind, but I still really like the Clone Wars and those or the Rebels, and that movie confirmed that those are in universe because there is no other confirmation in the series. ever.
Yeah.
That can officially makes Boom Boom connected.
Okay. Yeah.
And Darth Vader just smashing shit among these good.
Yeah. That was a good scene.
It's good.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Is it
You.
You? Okay.
No, I already said Mandy.
I know, but you're
Oh,
going.
okay.
You're going.
It is going to be best comedy. Just pretty self-explanatory. Best comedy movie.
Mhm.
I stretched a bit in this one. I said I, Tonya because it's like meant to be like a historical
It
documentary.
came out in 2017,
Yeah, but it was on the list.
but it's stuff we saw.
But it was on the list.
Okay.
Yeah, you have it. Like you even have
Yeah,
like
you did have it on the
you
list.
have it in 2018 right here,
It's my fault.
Yeah.
and then it's
Oopsie, oopsie.
you
And
have not 2018 right here. So
I
fuck
went-
you.
I went with that list as well, and I had it on my honorable mentions, but I also fucked up on my honorable mentions.
Yes,
so
it
yeah.
doesn't matter.
So yeah.
But I mean, that one's like there's points where it hits hard, and it's a good story, but you can't deny that it was actually like pretty funny.
There were funny aspects to it. Yeah.
Yeah,
4 steps ahead.
4 steps ahead. Like, like what was the quote from the dude in the movie that it was like it was a plan laid out by buffoons or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
Like it was. That's clearly what it was, and I love it because of it.
Yeah.
It's good,
Mm-hmm.
and I laughed a lot.
Yeah. I forget the 4 steps ahead thing, but
I have
was it the guy with the mustache?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
numbnuts.
That's
Okay,
a
yeah.
total fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say that was my favorite comedy of the year. It was funny,
Mhm.
but it also had some touching moments, and it was just a good, like,
Yeah.
I would say biopic, but like documentary pick.
Yeah.
Somewhat documentary.
So for me, in order, I put The Death of Stalin. Right. That one was like meant to be a comedy movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That one was fucking hilarious. I didn't know a whole lot about Russian history, but like that was told in a very fun
Go
Mhm.
and
communism.
comedic way, so I liked it. And then I also put Deadpool 2, just because I thought it was a comedy movie and it came out. Wasn't as good as the first one, but
Definitely not.
yeah. But it held up to me. So yeah, I liked it. And I know you guys had. No, never mind. Actually, you guys enjoyed it too, right?
Oh, I enjoyed it, but
Yeah.
it's like your thing with Incredibles too.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair. Yeah. And for me, I did like my first introduction to like Deadpool was literally just like the first movie.
Mhm.
Like I hadn't been following like all the like because apparently it was like leaked, like all the 6 year shit that like happened beforehand. Like I didn't. I just my first interaction was just like trailers and movies.
I remember seeing the leak scene online and actively watching, being like, "Oh shit, cool."
Yeah.
Like years before the movie came out, and then it was in the movie.
All right.
But for me, the best comedy is Death of Stalin because what was it? Number one is the funeral scene where they were all standing around Stalin and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" That was some good shit. Number two was just that one scene of Steve Buscemi and I can't remember who the other guy was, just jumping up and chest bumping each other while they're talking about Russian politics.
At the very beginning, right?
Yeah, that was somewhat at the beginning. We don't look at this is good.
Yeah.
I just don't remember much of it, so that's why, like, Tiny, I'm remembering a decent amount of it, and I remember, like, really enjoying it, but Death of Stalin, I was like, it's funny. Probably won't remember much of it.
Yeah. The thing is with this year, and I realized that looking through the list, is there was, like, no comedy movies that we saw.
Yeah. That is true.
Almost
like, I think that is part of the reason why I put I, Tanya, because it wasn't, like, a strict comedy that I could put there.
That's why I put Death of Stalin, because it was the only thing that I remember being a kind of comedy that,
And it's hard to like think of ton of comedies that did come out this year, just because like if you haven't seen them, like it's also another thing you can't really know.
I know Game Night came out and a lot of people said that was decent, but we didn't go see it.
I was about to see that with Armand, but then we just never did.
Yeah.
So yeah. So is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Are we good with comedies then?
Yeah, I think we're
okay.
good.
My turn. Best animated. Came out in 2018. We didn't see it until 2019, but I'm gonna say it. It's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah, that's
fair.
Great. I mean, the animation was fucking awesome. Everything was told in the style of a comic book, and like there were obviously different parts with like each character. How the animation was different, and how they like put it all together in like one frame. And like it in theory it shouldn't work that way, but like in this it just worked, Yeah. And everything was done very, very, very well. The story was great. It was new. It was a new thing for like the superhero like genre as well as like the animated genre. So yeah, best animated movie. All around.
I can agree. I think it's good. It's not my favorite.
Okay.
But it's still good. My favorite is
I Love Dogs.
Yeah, buddy. Okay,
all right.
Wes Anderson has to take
it. All right.
Wes Anderson.
I respect that.
It's like my favorite director.
I mean, the ones that I remember are Into the Spider-Verse, Incredibles 2, and this.
Yeah.
Like those are the ones I remember seeing.
And what?
In this, I Love Dogs.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
And of those three, I'd like even if like something else. Well, even if the other two were good, I'd still probably give it to I Love Dogs. But I Love Dogs is just the best one out of the three.
Okay. Yeah.
Like as is, even if I didn't like I Love Dogs so much, I would have to say it's the best one.
And I'm sure if I saw it, I would totally agree with you guys.
Probably.
Yeah.
Though you may still like Spider-Verse more if I know you.
I mean, maybe. Yeah.
Like, cause like honestly, looking back, Into the Spider-Verse versus this, it's a very close call.
Oh,
yeah.
I liked I Love Dogs quite a bit. It had a lot of heart, very well animated. It's usual Wes Anderson style. It has the curse, so all is good.
Shit, it has the curse?
It has the curse.
Fuck. Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Brett.
It's great. Not Cleveland, but it's still Ohio. The best part is the entire thing's set in Japan. It's not even revealed to the very end.
Yeah, it's bullshit, man.
Can we just go to the next movie, please?
No. Glenn has some stuff to say about it.
Yeah. Oh, that was done.
That was it?
You said I Love Dogs good. I enjoyed Dog.
Dogs.
Okay.
Very touching. Good animation. Good ending. Good characters.
I almost don't want to watch it now.
I enjoy it. Any more Wes Anderson is always good.
Yeah. All right.
Last one.
And then Casey. Or no, Quentin.
Last one's best movie of the year. We enjoyed the most. Duh. And what's funny is both of the movies that are on my list, neither of you saw.
Okay.
Well, now I know that we're not matching.
Sorry. Number one is Mid-90s, which I really enjoyed. And this comes down to one thing, one special factor, I think, is I had a similar situation with this in La La Land when I saw La La Land way back when. La La Land I saw by myself for the first time in the theater, and it was amazing because the experience of having it by myself in the theater was just perfect. This time it was me and one other dude, and we were just having a fucking party in that theater. It
Yeah.
was so fun, and just there was parts where I was kind of like, I don't know if I can laugh at this, and he started laughing. I'm like, yeah, it is pretty funny. And then it's a good movie. I very much
Okay.
enjoyed it. I really like mid-90s. And then the other one, and this honestly is my number one pick for best movie of the year because it definitely impacted me the most, and the fact that it's not nominated for an Oscar is some real big league bullshit, and that is Won't You Be My Neighbor. It didn't get fucking nominated.
Yeah.
That's fucking bullshit.
That was
Best documentary.
A lot of critics were like also very like
Yeah,
like they also spoke out about
that
that.
movie made me cry like 4 times in theaters.
Yeah.
Because that is like that dude. He was just what he did with his show and what he did for kids and
Mhm.
everything. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
Everything that he did, and I want to go back and watch it again. I just need to get Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I love Won't You Be My Neighbor.
Yeah.
For me, my movie year was Hereditary, and I've said all I need to say. It's stuck with me. I've thought about it every now and then. Every time I talk about it, I just get really excited. And generally, I know I like something if I can just talk for a very long time about it and get just as excited every time I talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so that's my mark of it. Like, if I can get it, shit, I'm gonna get it. Like,
Mhm.
it's good.
Yeah.
Oh,
It is just a good movie.
Mhm.
Also, it's free on Amazon Prime now, so you can watch it
Yes.
whenever you want.
Nice.
All right. Okay. Well,
That's my mark.
yeah. All right. So for me, no surprise. I mean, I've already said this to both you guys. Quentin, no surprise to you. It's First Man.
Yeah.
First Man was a fucking masterpiece, right? And I agree with you in the sense that like
I still have no idea what it's about.
it's so it's about Neil Armstrong, right? And his
Oh.
and like and it takes and it's the journey from like 8 years before he went to the moon all the way up to like him landing on the moon, right?
Mhm.
And when you said that it was like what you just said about how like you know you love the movie and you talk about it a lot.
Mhm.
I have a lot of friends who were like involved with AIAA at UT Dallas, which is like the aerospace and like aeronautics club, and for weeks I kept telling them like, guys, you need to see this fucking movie. It's fucking incredible. You guys need to see it. But yeah, with this movie, this is a movie like and like mid '90s, I'm sure got like snubbed at the Oscars. So did First Man.
Well, but then again, mid-90s did not get the best reviews. It wasn't as
Oh really?
highly praised. It was mixed reviews.
Oh okay.
Somewhat
So it wasn't a critical
Okay, yeah.
dominant,
Yeah.
but it was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, and it was kind of the same with First Man. There were a lot of people that like had mixed feelings about it as well.
Mhm.
But like I say that it's like I say Neil Armstrong in the 8 years going up to it, but it's not just a movie about like going to space. You know, like we've had that before with like Apollo 13 and like you know other movies like that. Like this is also about like it's a very human movie. You know,
Okay.
and there was like a little bit of a controversy surrounding it,
Mhm.
which I went into a lot on like the First Man podcast. But and that's part of the reason why it got like so snubbed and like a lot of people didn't see it. But like I think despite that, but like, and I've defended my position on that
Mhm.
on the podcast. But like it's also a movie about like grief, and it's a movie about like an imperfect man learning how to like come to terms with his grief in the most like private and intimate way possible, which is by you know going up to the moon, you know like naturally as you know. Like some people they decide
This is for me.
for me, yeah. Some people, you know, they talk about it or they you know they have like very deep discussions. Neil was like, you know
can
what?
only resolve his
Neil was
grief
like, you know what?
by
Fuck-
getting the fuck
Fuck
off
it,
the
I'm
planet.
yeah, like I can't deal with this here. I need to deal with it
You know why?
literally
You
somewhere
wanna know
else.
fucking why? He's from Ohio. That's why.
Is he actually from?
I think he's from Ohio.
Well, most of the astronauts are.
Look that shit up right now. I swear to God, Brett. I swear to fucking God.
One point I would like to bring out about First Man is I think that I watched it under bad circumstances. I was very tired. I
Mhm.
want to go back and watch
Yeah.
it very bad because
yep.
I
Born in Wapakoneta, Ohio.
I hate you.
He
So,
died in Cincinnati.
I hate you so very much. But it's genuinely movie. It's because it's genuinely movie that I think a lot of people will look back in 10 years and be like, this was a fucking masterpiece.
got
Why did we pay attention to it?
snubbed,
It got so stuff. I think the only Oscar it got like nominated for was like
cinematography possibly.
no, I think it was like sound editing. I don't even think cinematography. It was like sound
so one of the
editing.
bullshit
You
ones.
just, yeah,
No.
even more bullshit than cinematography. Like even like
no one
there's
cares.
like the nuts and bolts categories. It's like cinematography. I would consider it sound editing, sound mixing,
Costume design.
costume design. You know, like best documentary
Stuff
short
that, like,
film or whatever.
Only people who care about that particular thing would.
Yeah, it's like the nuts and bolts, but like it was so fucking good. And there's one scene where Ryan Gosling does like literally like he barely does anything, but the entire time like you're so engaged in what's going on. Like you know what I'm talking about, right?
I can't remember.
Okay, well never mind.
Like I
But-
said, I wasn't invested.
yeah, okay, but I genuinely think we should go back and like watch it again.
I do want to.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
Damien
yeah.
Chazelle.
Damien Chazelle, fucking incredible. Yeah,
good director. I've like
Yeah.
out of all the 3 like big movies that he's made,
Mhm.
I love 2 of them.
Yeah.
La La Land and Whiplash
Mhm.
are both amazing,
Mhm.
and this one I think I just need to rewatch.
and with this one, it might just be because like with me, I have a little bit more personal as I do. Like I've talked to you about it, how like engineering. I've always wanted to be an astronaut when I was a kid. I went to the Johnson Space Center in NASA and I saw everything, and that was really fucking.
Did you
cool.
know we can all go to space camp? There's adult space camp. $550. You want to go? We can start a Patreon. Make people pay.
Let me get back to you on that. I'll
Eat
consider
Brett
it.
to the fucking moon.
I will consider it. Let me get back to you on that.
Send Brett home.
What?
Serious? We could crowdfund this.
Let me get back to
Go
you
to
on that.
Kickstarter.
What do you mean crowdfund? Why?
Go to
Why
Kickstarter.
Why not just pay?
Send us to moon.
Send us to moon.
Send us to moon.
You know, for $550, we're not gonna be able to
We're gonna
pay to go to
podcast
the moon,
all the way
right?
there.
Oh my fucking god!
Mooncast.
All the way to the moon, or all the way to where space camp is?
Sure.
Yes.
Where is
There you
Space
go.
Camp? How
I
did you
can't
hear?
remember.
How did you hear about that?
I was listening to Boogie Monster, and they were talking about how they wanted to go to space camp.
Wait, where is it?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay. Well,
So now that they talk about space camp, since they talk about Crocs and you got me the Crocs, I expect you to buy me tickets to space camp
No.
now.
I love you, homie, but not that much.
Buy me space camp.
No.
a first man.
I'm actually happy you were enjoying those Crocs, though.
Buy me space camp.
No.
I think it's morally and ethically wrong that you enjoy those Crocs.
What's morally and ethically right about
You-
Quentin?
You want to know what's morally and ethically wrong?
It's a good
I have
point.
a student that unironically wears the exact same Crocs that I have.
You unironically wear them.
No, but I only wear them in my house. This person wears them in public in the fucking rain like a troglodyte. They wear fuzzy Crocs in the
I'm so
goddamn
glad you
rain.
love that word.
That is disgusting.
What does that word mean? A troglodyte?
It's a chimp.
It's a chimp.
It's disgusting.
It's like
You wear fuzzy shoes in
like a
rain,
monkey,
bad.
right? Like a chimp, a monkey.
Like a
No.
chimpanzee.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
animal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
So-
like
so
a
a
chimpanzee,
troglodyte.
monkey. Like they're
Alexa, define troglodyte.
The noun troglodyte is usually defined as a prehistoric cave dweller.
Okay, see?
Very... Okay. All right.
So like a
Okay.
Neanderthal.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Fair.
You fucking trog.
Fuck off.
Shut up, numbnuts. That's all my brothers start calling people smooth nuts.
Yeah.
Smooth nuts.
Shut up, smooth nuts.
All right.
Okay, ball brain.
Doesn't work as well. Smooth nuts is better. Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, I bet they do roll off your tongue.
Shut up, smooth nuts.
You're so smooth. They
Yeah.
just roll off your tongue.
Creamy. That was 2018.
That was 2018. Hopefully 2019 is better.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be because of
Godzilla 2, baby! Haha!
and Scorsese, right? And Tarantino.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff.
I want giant robot monster punch time.
There was giant robot monster punch time last year. It was Pacific Rim 2, and it was fucking trash.
Yeah, glad I didn't see it. This one is gonna be debatably good. The King Ghidorah.
Never
Yeah.
saw the first one.
The
Still
first
haven't
American Godzilla.
First Pacific Rim.
Oh,
I have that one on Blu-ray too.
Okay, I don't.
you have
really
it on
watch-
3D Blu-ray, bro.
I know.
I don't entirely know the process of how I would go about watching a Blu-ray at my house because I have a PS3, which is a Blu-ray player,
Yeah.
but I've tried to play other Blu-rays on it, and like the quality isn't as like it's like the it's darker in some scenes than I like it to be, and I don't really know how to fix it.
Probably
So,
a TV set.
Yeah, that's TV
Yeah,
settings.
but,
That's
like-
not Blu-ray player.
Yeah, but still, I don't know. I also just like don't have like time to like because if I'm watching a Blu-ray, I'll be watching it in the living room in my house, and we have like decently thin walls, and the only time I'd be able to do that is like when like either somebody else is using it just because my parents use it during the day, or at night, and I don't really want to wake up my parents. So like just the logistics of me watching DVDs is like kind of tricky.
Mm,
So
sounds like a you problem.
suck my nuts, bro.
Sucks to be you.
So yeah, it does suck to me.
With these walls, I can just blast fucking rope constantly with like 28
I like that. I like that. That's funny.
28 decibel hentai. Ain't no one gonna know.
All right, so 2018. Yeah.
Here's to blasting ropes. The fat anime chicks. Let's go.
Episode done.